Did you know there were 8,400,000 species of life? And out of that, the human society is very, very small portion of it. So they have created problems. What to eat, how to sleep, how to mate, how to defend. These are real problems to us. But the majority of other living creatures, the aquatics, the birds, the fish, insects, plants, beasts, millions and other millions upon millions of other living creatures do not experience such problems. They're also living creatures. I don't think they're any different from us, right? Why do I say so? Because we were all created by God. We were all created by God. Yeah. Hi guys, my name is Odworo Nyango and welcome to D.T.M, Decoding the Mindset through the Word of God. So tonight we are going to today we are going to talk about it's daytime actually. Today we are going to talk about some of very particulars of nature, so that we are just trying to get this knowledge, and then later on we try to see how it helps us in our day-to-day life. Okay, so if you're right there, if you're home, wherever you are, you have your phone or you have your notepad somewhere, you can write this. Or if you have nowhere, you can just watch us and get this right. Okay, and you can watch again. Simply remember to like, subscribe, comment, compliment if you love this content, or if you'd like this content to reach millions and other millions of people. So here's an assessment of some of social forms according to concepts of explicit nature of man. We want to look into some of the concepts of nature. Yeah, concepts of nature. So we want to use this by help of some of the social forms that we can study in our social context. So without wasting time, I would like us to dive in them. Okay. So if you have somewhere to write, I have said you can write. If you have nowhere to write, you can listen, and you listen to us some other time, and you can write them when you get chance to. Okay, simply remember to subscribe and like, and then you'll find this content everywhere you go. You don't even have to write, but just listen to us. Okay, so number one concept we would like to look into are laws. Okay, so laws, first of all, what are laws? When we talk of laws, okay, I guess laws are these are rules given by authority. Laws are rules given by authority. And authority, first of all, when we talk of an authority, what's an authority? An authority is authority. I think authority is where, or rather is where we, or rather who we are subjects to, whom we all direct our service to. For example, I would like to give an example for our vivid understanding. So I would like to give in this context of a country. Okay, authority. Who's the authority in your country? The president, the government. The government is the authority, the one who is in charge of controlling stuff in your country or in your household. In your household, who is the authority? The one who is in control of stuff. Okay? I guess we have understood authority there. So let's come to our concept that we are looking into. Laws. Okay? Law, we have said laws are rules given by authority. These are rules given by authority. And we have said, we have given an example of an authority. So if we have understood what an authority is, and then let's come to laws. Laws of nature. Laws of nature which have been given by authority of nature. Okay? Number one, law of nature, we have birth. Number one law of nature, we have birth. Once you're a human being or a living creature, you're bounded to be fruitful. Okay. Rarely we have cases where people or some of us do not get chance to, but that is a law of nature. Birth. Number one, birth. Number two, we have old age. Old age. Old age, because once you're given birth to, you're 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 bound to growth and development. And through growth and development, there is old age. There is old age in it. Number three, we have we have diseases. Diseases. We are human beings and we are living creatures. We are born to diseases. If you don't check anything and everything, or rather sometimes some things happen. Some things happen and you just get sick. So diseases. And then number four, we have death. At the end of it all, we have death. Okay? Everything gets worn out. At one point or the other, we get finished at death. But there is something special with us as human beings because of the authority that guides us. Okay? So let's look at this natural authority, or let's look at these concepts of nature. Okay? Number one is law. We have listed some of laws of nature. We've said birth, we've said old age, we have said diseases, and then number four we have said death. Those are laws of nature. You can write them if you like. And then number two, the second concept that we're going to look into, we have principles. Principles of nature. Principles of nature. What are principles? Principles, I guess these are just ideas or beliefs that guide us. Okay? Or methods that are put there to guide us. Yeah? These are beliefs or ideas that have been put there to guide us. Belief, ideas, or method that have been put there to guide us. Okay? So we have principles of nature. You can write them. We have number one, we have principle number one, which is eat. Once you're given birth to, you're bound to eat. Number two, we have sleep. Sleep. You go to rest. At the end of each and everything, you're bound to rest. How many nights you stay awake, at the end you just have to bow down to these principles of nature. Sleep. Okay? Sleep. Number three, mate. Multiplication. Multiplication process. We just have to mate. Okay? Mate. Number four, defend. Number four, the fourth principle is defending. Once you're a living creature, you're bound to defending. Action, reaction. Action, reaction. Okay? We are meant to defend. We have looked into two concepts and we have listed them. Then we're going to look into concept number three. Concept number three, these are modes. Concept number three, we have modes. Okay? What are modes? Modes, these are ways every action takes place in. Or these are just ways in acting like. You know, these are ways that you can act to you can act. An action is done through these modes. Yeah? These are ways in an action is done naturally, consciously or unconsciously. So we have modes of nature. We have three modes of nature. Three modes of nature. Number one, we have goodness. Everything and anything happens either in goodness. Number two, passion. Number two, passion. You either have passion for this and passion for that. You either do something out of passion or you don't do out of it. You get what I mean? Number 2, we have passion. And then the third one, we have ignorance. We have ignorance. You choose to do or you don't do something because of ignorance or something. Or you just don't know it because in one way or the other, okay? So those are modes of nature. We have listed, there are 3 of them. And then we have the number 4 concept, which is a bit more of, I would say, the reason why I have this board here. This is a chessboard I have in front of me. It's a chessboard. So chess has characters. Particularly, it's called a brain chess. Okay, it's called a brain chess because if you read this box here, it has been written that stir up child's intelligence test games. Okay, so if I put this board here, it has to symbolize something. It has to symbolize something that I would like to get into next. The next concept we are getting into is classes of nature. The same way we have classes in our social formation, then in our natural environment, we have also classes. We have natural classes of man. We are interested with us, human being, in this channel, okay? So these are concepts that are put there to guide man in day-to-day life, okay? Before we get into the number 4 concept, which are classes of nature, my name is Oduoro Nyango, and this is D.T.M, Decoding the Mindset. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, comment, compliment, so that it can reach so many people. You know, this is educational content, so you're welcome. Let's dive in the 4th concept, classes. How many classes do we have of nature? We have 4 classes of nature. We have 4 classes of nature under which human being falls. If you look at yourself, according to your abilities and quality, these classes, you fall under them naturally. It's natural to fall under these classes. But then I would like also to say that it is not natural to find yourself in these classes. Why am I saying this? Because in one way or the other, you need training, you need or reading. Training, reading, it's all the same, okay? You need some kind of understanding. Sometimes I like to say this. Sometimes they come through training or reading, yeah? But sometimes it is by grace of God. It is by grace of God that we find these things. However much you find it through training or reading, it is still grace of God. Because it does not just end at reading. It does not just end at reading, because our authority does not just end at reading. Our authority is somewhere. It is somewhere, the authority that we are supposed to bow to, okay? So it does not just stop at reading. Let's dive in and see where is the authority. The number 4th class of our natural concepts, okay? We have 4 social classes. We have said we have 4 social classes. Class number 1, we have a class of intelligent men. These are farmers of thoughts. They are farmers of thoughts, okay? Like the intelligent men, we have like the bishops, we have the philosophers, we have the writers, we have the songwriters, we have the novelists. You get what I mean? We have teachers, we have professors, we have content creators. You get? We have musicians. These are farmers of thoughts. Okay, they fall under that, the class of intelligent men. This class only deal with people who try to internalize information and try to solve problems, or sell ideas, or turn knowledge into wisdom and still help them in their day-to-day life and solve for them issues like economical problems and all other problems that we got, okay? So Number one class is the class of intelligent men. We have said that. The second in the rank of classes of nature, we have the administrative men. The administrative. So here, in our social form, they might fall under administrative part of it and the military. So here we have the defensive part and the administrative part of man. Okay? The administrative and military class. This is the second social class. Natural social class. This is the second one. Administrative man. Class of administrative man. We have said under this class we find our government. We can take the government in terms of this. You know, in our intelligent class, the first natural class, or rather social class, in class of intelligent, we can relate that to God. God is the supreme intelligence. He's the absolute. He's the absolute intelligence, actually. He's the absolute intelligence, and we are just like the trickles of him. We are just the trickles of him. So, and we also looked at some parts of us that can resemble that. Okay? So here, class of intelligent men, 4 social classes. Okay? We have class of intelligent men. We have class of administrative men. The third one is a class of productive men. Okay? 4 natural classes of man. 4 natural classes under which man falls. We have the third one. We have a class of productive men. Here we have the farmers. We have the businessmen. You see, they are in charge of our resources. You know, they produce and all that. Here we have the farmers and the businessman, the merchants. You get what I mean? Okay. And then the fourth one, we have the ordinary workers. We have the ordinary workers, a class of ordinary workers. We have 4 natural classes, class of ordinary man, the working class, the people who go to solve for us, you know, to solve for businessmen their problems every day at work. The people who just go for work, who work for profit. They fall under this, the 4th natural classes of man. So having looked into all those concepts, I would like to say that these things actually, they help us try to decode our day-to-day life. So the aim of D.T.M, decoding the mindset channel, is to give us information on how we can realize our main purpose or our relationship with God in relation to our day-to-day life. So what was God's purpose? Where would actually God want us to fall under these classes of men? You know, I believe we are all great, and I said everyone is a creative. Everyone is a creative. Okay, so we have this board here to try to show us this is the queen, this is the king, this is the bishop, this is the knight, this is a rook. So the board is arranged in a manner that the king has the same characters as the queen side. Okay, and then in front here we have pawns. And then we have white and black, representation of just nobility. We are just trying to be noble and subtle. Black, white. Okay, so this game here, the reason why I have put it here, it is because it tries to explain to us the social classes. If these social classes try to show us how the authority that gave us all these concepts, the authority which gave us the concepts, the laws, the principles, and the modes, how the authority would like us to use the software that he put us in our brain to try to decode these concepts in our everyday life. Okay? In our everyday life. So, one way or the other, why am I saying this is decoding the mindset? Naturally, human being, we should have a smooth running through our nature, through the understanding, okay? So we are trying to understand our nature. We have 4 social classes. Okay, thank you so much. This is Oduoro Nyango, and welcome to D.T.M. If you're watching us for the very first time, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, compliment us. And if you like it, please show your sister or your brother or your lover in wherever space you're watching us from. Thank you, and see you next time.